Hi guys, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Today, I want to express my tremendous gratitude. My tremendous gratitude for being a victim of narcissistic abuse. Now, in its heyday, let me tell you, I was pretty shaken, pretty rocked, pretty broken, pretty confused, and absolutely losing my mind. But now, looking back in retrospect and thinking about all the tremendous gifts I've been given as a result of that horrendous event, well, they so far outweigh the abuse, and today I want to talk about that. Now, before we get going, I have to admit I have been absolutely swamped for the last few days. My mom is coming to visit. I haven't seen my mom since the summer, and that little white-haired angel is expected here early tomorrow morning. So for days, I have been fluffing and folding this house. I've been making pie crust. I have ribs marinating. I'm absolutely elated, and my mother is going to be here soon, and oh God, I've missed her so much. So this is very exciting. Now, I live in central Canada. My mother moved back east, actually a couple years ago, to help her aging siblings. She has a sister in her 90s who is blind, and my mother is there as full-time care provider for her. Now, my mother doesn't come to the West that often, but when I was living with Trevor, this was a horribly stressful time for me. I didn't want my mother in the house of pain. It was difficult to get out to take my mom for dinner or go for lunch because, of course, he was stalking me and accusing me of God knows what, certainly screwing the waiter at the very least during, this coffee event with my mother. And it was just a horribly stressful time where I was frustrated and sad, and my head was just in overdrive thinking, how am I going to be able to visit with my mom? Well, here I am, gone from the house of pain, happy as hell in my own beautiful, charming, country bumpkin kind of home. It's an absolute bohemian hippie house that I adore and love, and my mother is going to be welcome here. I've got fresh sheets on the bed for her. We're putting fresh flowers out. I'm absolutely so excited, and I can now host people that I love in my home and do that free of any shit and abuse. So that for me is one great advantage of being gone. And I know when you leave, your head's spinning and it's just all doom and gloom. But when you start breaking it down piece by piece, I'll tell you, there's nothing better than getting free from a narcissist. Now, it's in my nature not to give up on a sick friend, and I probably would have gone the distance with Trevor. I could have potentially ended up trapped there for life. I was completely brainwashed into believing I was the problem, and I was absolutely diligent in my effort to try and correct those things. I knew he was broken and sick. I knew he had abandonment issues, and I was going to be damned if I was the one who abandoned him or let him down. Now, thank God he wasn't your garden variety asshole, and he was such a super fucking asshole that he actually broke the spell. His mask fell off and it set me free. So today I want to say, hey, Trevykins, thanks for being the sickest fuck I've ever met. Well, sickest male fuck I've ever met. Ultimately, it was extreme cruelty. It was extreme lying, gaslighting, cheating, manipulation, mind-washing, diminishing me as a human being, crushing my soul. It was all of those things that I saw as so soul-breaking that literally set me free. So in the end, even a really bad experience can turn out to be a very liberating, very enlightening, and really gave me a new direction in life and kind of really relit the fire under my desire to be the absolute best Kim I can be, no matter what. So, a lot of good things really did come of that, and I feel like I've grown tremendously as a person, as a woman, as a mother, as a friend, as a neighbor. And, when you look at the glass, yeah, you might be able to see it's half full, but you can also see it's half empty. And I think those two things in time, as we grow and learn and share our experience, with each other. And that's what this is about. This is about this collective and validating each other. When we look at it, evenly, I think it's easy to see that a whole lot of good can come from a whole lot of bad. And then there was the bitter and envious, mentally ill psycho bitch from hell that decided to launch a smear campaign against me. Well, you know what? For the thousands of tweets and comments she made, yeah, it was a bit of a nuisance, but holy cow, what did that produce? This woman has been victimizing people her whole life, many of whom I knew way back 45 years ago. Well, these people immediately see this, and of course she has thanked people for the increase in views. By the way, crazy lady, that was me sharing it to make sure everybody saw it, and everybody did see it. It resulted in these beautiful, empathetic, kind, loving, nurturing people just flooding my life. Emails, comments, phone calls. I spent 5 hours in a phone call with the most wonderful human being last week. It was absolutely heartwarming. The incredible amount of humanity that just started pouring out at the sniff of this evil, gelatinous mass of shit. It's incredible, actually. It just put such a feather in the cap of humanity. It's amazing how, when confronted with evil, really good people will immediately band together to stand united and defend one another against horrible human beings like that. Now, when you consider our numbers, oh my God, I mean, I have a very small channel. I have less than 5,000 subscribers. I only have 130 videos or so. You consider some of the big channels with thousands and thousands, like tens of thousands of subscribers. Most of the big channels, like Angie's with well over 600, Serena's, and peace to you, Serena. I've missed emailing back and forth, honey, so we should be in touch soon. James at Be Good 4000. I mean, these people have got powerhouse channels with countless tens of thousands of people, and you think of our numbers. We are hundreds of thousands of people that used to be curled up inside of ourselves, broken, afraid, confused, disorientated, rocked to our absolute souls, incapacitated in fear and mind fuckery, not knowing which way is up. And now what? Now what's happening? And there we are, once broken people coming together, finding each other, forming collectives, forming groups. It's a goddamn revolution. It's a revolution of people coming back to life, of people being reborn, of phoenixes, all of us phoenixes, incredible people emerging from the ruins, people who are brave, who are enlightened, who are strong, who are educated now, saying enough is enough, calling out evil, exposing evil, standing up against it, and joining hands united as one global body, now paying it forward, spreading love, spreading joy, spreading hope, spreading empathy, spreading compassion. It is an absolute revolution of love and kindness, and I am so honored. I am so proud and so honored to be a part of this movement. You know, we are at a time in humanity's history where we need, this planet needed so desperately to be good to each other, to expose evil, to share our stories, to validate each other, to support each other, to remind each other we were targeted because we are fucking fabulous, because we are good people, we are kind people. This didn't happen by accident. We are part of a global movement that is now taking the most horrendous experiences of our lives and has turned it into love and compassion and empathy, and everybody just playing it forward. So was it bad? Oh, it was bad. It was absolutely bad. I was on the brink of suicide. It was so bad. But once beyond that hurdle, now part of this movement, part of this revolution, oh my God, this is so much better than that was bad. I have to tell you, it's been absolutely life-changing for me. We are the resistance. We are part of a global movement to just spread friendship and kindness to each other. Why? Because we have firsthand seen mental illness, demonic possession, the sickest, most deplorable people on this planet, and we have moved beyond it. You think about this channel alone. how many friends here at Kim Wilson TV right now are actively preparing their exit strategies, who are actively making plans to get free, who now have a mission and a purpose in life to go on and play it forward and spread all that they've learned, all that they've experienced, and turn this horrible, bad experience into a wonderful experience that can be shared with others. You think about how many people at this channel alone have gotten free. And hey, Natanya, none of us miss the fact, sugar, that you sold that house. Woo! Power to you, Natanya. That was such great news. I was so happy to get that email that morning. A really, really wonderful feeling I have, and I think you're going to go on to have just everything you deserve in life, because you are truly a wonderful human being. But when you think about how brave, how strong, how courageous, how enlightened, how absolutely determined people are to break the cycle of evil and get beyond it, it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. The overwhelming odds of each of us being here is 1 in 400 trillion. It's an absolute miracle. Now, when you consider we were each hand-selected, targeted by absolute mentally ill demons from hell to be crushed, I don't think we were chosen to be crushed. I think we were chosen to be reborn, to emerge again, new, changed, enlightened, more willing to extend ourselves in kindness. I just can't tell you how honored I am to stand amongst you, to say proudly that I was a victim of narcissistic abuse, and today I'm a survivor with you guys. This has been the most incredible experience of my life as a result of you incredibly beautiful people, wonderful, loving, kind, empathetic people. You know, when I look at your little avatars and see your faces there in the comments, it absolutely warms my heart. You've all become such important friends to me, and I am so, so grateful to be part of this army, part of this revolution, part of the resistance to evil, because the planet needs us now. Guys, you know what? Something great can come of the horror we've all experienced if we each find the gratitude today and just say, you know what? It's better on the other side than it was bad over there. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. Peace be with you guys.